Search warrants released today show a Haywood County teen confessed to killing her father with a shotgun.
Police say two of Crystal's male friends found a body just 5 days ago in a blue tote.
17-year-old Crystal Howell remains in jail tonight in Augusta, Georgia.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a murder that happened in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. Maggie Valley is kind of like a tourist place, but you know, it's still like a small community. We go to Cherokee, North Carolina a lot, and it's on the way there, so we have passed through there like many times. So on February 24th, 2014, Crystal Howell killed her father, Michael. Crystal's parents got a divorce when she was like around 12 years old, and then that's when she decided to go live with her father. At this time, Michael was like a sports editor for some type of team. For the next like around 5 years, they lived in a super remote area. It was in this huge cabin on Sheepback Mountain. And we went and saw the cabin. It's totally straight up. Like, your car will struggle getting up this mountain. It's literally straight up. It's crazy. I can't imagine driving that every day. The cabin had 8 bedrooms and tons of property around it. When you look down, you can see like the entire town of Maggie Valley. It was really cool. On the day of the murder, Crystal and her dad went to Ingles. It's like a local grocery store. She tried to shoplift. I wasn't for sure what she tried to take, but her dad caught her, and everybody's saying at that time she kind of got in her mind that, okay, I want to kill my dad. Like I said, I don't know what she tried to take, but it must have really set her off to get like those thoughts about him. When they got back from Ingles, Crystal and her dad went in the home. She took a shower, and her dad said he wanted to take a nap. The investigator said that she was probably thinking this entire time when he was taking a nap and when she was in the shower, like different ways to kill her dad, things she could do to get away with it, just totally like premeditating everything. So when she got out of the shower, she just picked up a shotgun that was her dad's, literally went over on the couch and just shot him and killed him. After she shot him in the head and killed him, she hid him in a plastic container and put him out in the storage building.
He was shot in the head and put in the storage building out behind the house.
It is this shed where police say two of Crystal's male friends found a body just 5 days ago in a blue tote similar to the ones we saw inside.
So we just popped the lock off of the shed. You could smell it as soon as you opened the door. It was awful.
You opened it and you said the smell was the first thing.
Yeah, the smell was the first thing. I just opened it like this, and I was standing right about here, and there was one blue bin in this corner, and I just walked in, I looked, and that was all I needed to know. He was like folded like this, down in it, like that. And you could see like this part of his head was blown off.
You're literally have it made, you're in a huge cabin with your dad, and you kill him and you just go put him in a cabin in some like a plastic bin. Like, what is that? She got rid of the shotgun, she got rid of the couch. I honestly don't know where she put the couch. I think she just put it back in that shed where her dad was. So life just like went on for her. Like, she was living her best life without her dad being around. She wasn't told, she had no authority. She wasn't told what to do. She was driving his Land Rover. She was just living it up. She was having parties at her dad's cabin, letting her friends live there with her. It was just crazy, like her thought processes during all this stuff. She was spending his money, causing damage to the cabin. Like I said, she had nobody to answer to. She had no authority, so she didn't care. Her friend said that they even installed a stripper pole in this cabin. Like, you killed your dad. Like, I don't understand what was going through her mind during this. That is not a normal thought process for anybody. Like, I don't care what state of mind you're in. That's crazy. When anybody asked where her father was, because I'm sure a lot of people did, because her friends were there all the time and it was just her, she would tell people that he moved to Georgia and killed himself. So first she killed him, and then she's hiding everything about this body. On March 19th, Crystal called her mom. She told her mom that Crystal was released from her dad's custody, but her mom was kind of hesitant. She said that she needed to be emancipated before she came back to live with her because Crystal was still underage at this time. On March 22nd, Crystal randomly showed up at her mom's in her dad's Land Rover. There was a U-Haul, literally all of her stuff. Her mom didn't know what was going on. She pretty much was taken by surprise. She didn't really want Crystal there. Like I said, she was in her dad's vehicle. Like, what did her mom think was going on? She told her friends that were living back at the cabin, at her dad's cabin, that they could pretty much do what they wanted, that they could buy what they wanted. You know, she was funding it off her dad's cards and things like that. But she told them, whatever they do, do not go out into the shed in the backyard. And I saw this shed, and it was just creepy, you know, knowing what happened there. And I'm wondering if any owners since then even know the history of the cabin. Like, it just gives me chills thinking about it. Crystal continued living her life with her mom, you know, not having a clue what was going on. About a month later in April, her cover was blown because her friends wanted to move like a pool table out to the shed because it was kind of in the way. And what do you know, as soon as they open the door, they smell something horrible, and they go and check, and they find her dad in the plastic bin. Her friends called the police, which thank God they did, because that goes to show they're good people for doing that, and they're just not trying to cover it up like Crystal did. Crystal was found at a Motel 6. That's where she was arrested. In October of 2016, she pled guilty to murder, and she was sentenced to 30 years, which I feel like she should have got longer than that, because you literally killed your parent, and you hid the body. You hid the fact that you did it. Like, that shows it was premeditated. The fact they said that she probably thought about it the whole time before it happened. It wasn't like a crime of passion where you just overreact and things happen. Like, she definitely had it thought out. Crystal is still in a prison in North Carolina, and I honestly think she needs to serve the entire sentence. So, you know, if she doesn't get any longer, you know, hopefully she just serves the entire sentence. And honestly, it's sad because every time we pass through Maggie Valley, you know, going through Cherokee, I always think about that. And I think about when we went and saw the cabin, and I'm just wondering where he would be, you know, what he would be doing if he were still alive. I wonder how her mom feels about it. You know, it's just, I don't know, just wonder how families, you know, deal with that trauma and the closure and everything like that. If you guys are familiar with the area, you know, let me know if you know about this story. I like to cover local things, so I want to know your thoughts on this. You know, what do you think? Should she get out early? Should she have gotten longer? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.